When I was a young boy, I had a dream so vivid that I lay awake the rest of the night, too excited to sleep. That morning, I went into the kitchen. My mother was washing dishes, I remember, and I told her my dream. It started with Superman and a small boy taking off and flying over a city. The boy sat on Superman's shoulders, directing all of his actions. Whatever the boy decided they should do, they did. Although Superman was a creature of unlimited powers, it was the vitality of the small boy that empowered his intellect and was the source of his strength. But then one day, the boy was dead. And without the boy's energy and guidance, Superman became completely helpless and weak. And when he tried to fly, he would rise only a few inches from the floor. And every few moments, he fell from even that low height and skidded to a halt on the cold concrete floor. After a few moments, he rose once again to move through the dark, empty air with a slow and tortured effort. When I finished telling her my dream, my mother went pale. She turned, crouched down to talk to me at my level. "You must never tell anyone you had this dream. Do you understand me? Never tell anyone, especially your father." Then she went back to washing her dishes. "Now go out and play," she said. My father was a fighter pilot for the Navy in World War II. For years after the war ended, he was still assigned to aircraft carriers and was at sea for months at a time. When he was home, in those early years, he was remote and detached, and I felt uneasy around him. And now, this dream had become a conspiracy and only increased that distance. A number of years later, I came upon an abandoned supermarket. When I looked in the large windows, I saw 6 dead birds lined up on the floor as if arranged for an exhibition. As I took in this bewildering and disquieting scene, I watched other birds flying around in the murky interior. These wild, free creatures, flying in the darkness, desperately flew towards the light, seeking a way out of this artificial place, only to hit the front glass windows and die on the floor. After standing transfixed for a length of time, I broke the locks on the front doors, jammed them open as wide as I could, to provide, at least, a tentative hope of escape.